All right, so Maleficent is the queen of life. On Valentine's Day, you celebrate evil for cannibalism. That's what's really going on in here. They switched that shit around on you. She said, I'll see you at the christening. So, essentially, you're going to have to go do some painstakingly, really fucking hardcore shit that's not for pussy ass motherfuckers. You're going to have to go do some stages. I went about 45 minutes without blinking. Peered my eyes open and literally saw the spirit destiny. Literally saw it, bro. Like it was some hard shit. And my imagination switched places with reality. If there was a radio playing music, it didn't exist at that moment. Because when I get up in here, the music that's playing in my mind, that's imaginary, becomes reality. Like hard music, like a fucking orchestra playing. And this orchestra was like dun 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 dun, and I'm like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm literally sitting right there, prying my eyes open. You got all of this poison just pouring out of my face, and it's really sticky, like tar, like all that fluoride and all that shit comes pouring out of your eyeballs. By that time, you should be able to see the sun idol, the Facebook emojis that you've been seeing all this time. So I'm literally like, fucking blue fucking flame, goddamn spirit destiny comes down and turns into a stronger one. And then that one turns into like a light being that appears to have a body on the sun. That's not really like a cloak for real, but it's just light formations. And then those light formations explode into like 8 suns with a big whispering like explosion of light. And then it turns into this really fucking badass one. So literally, man, like this could be like 3 hours. Like this could be so much more to go to get there, to get to that spear, bro. But that's what you're gonna have to do to bring that unicorn out, to really fucking turn into that fucking light being. So it looks something like that. And whenever I see this, it's whenever I'm kind of like, I wonder what she's wearing today. And I'll look into it, into my mind's eye, and I can see her, what she's wearing, and I'll just draw it. And it's dope. Like she's got some badass crowns. She got some badass outfits, bro. And this is what we're dealing with. The Smoky God, you ever seen Beetlejuice? All right, we're inside of a model she created that's tiny. And she's peering in from outside of this dome that the sun is beaming into, which is literally coming out of her forehead. So they showed you Plankton, or all hell Plankton, Satan, is the little man with one eye that's behind it with the computer wife. That's who's running all this shit. Facebook, YouTube, all this shit is being ran. GPS, the whole shit, 5G, all that shit being ran through this motherfucker right here. The reptilians, or what are the animal hybrids, are huge, like 9 foot tall, mixed with man typically. That's the Frankenstein story. Is when they made the green monster that was the man hybrid that everybody called the monster. And then you got the witch class, and then you got the Masons, and they all just enslaved people, you know what I mean? You got man walking on all fours, working for fake ass money, just running a fraud game, smiling in your face. They're thriving right now, but not for long, because this being is getting ready to destroy the fuck out of y'all. And she's giving us an opportunity to step up and grab that spear, bro. And that shit's a motherfucker, bro. That shit's some shit. So whenever you're dealing with them, whenever you're dumbed down and plasticized and full of grease and shit, like you don't have anything, they got all the power, and they're using all your energy as like batteries. They consume, drink the blood, all that. But these motherfuckers are dead entities, so they don't really have nothing from the light. They got to take medication and shit to stay on top of their game. But because this is a plastic Barbie world full of plastic and grease and fluoride and horrible shit. But when you get that spear, bro, you're gonna be like this. And these motherfuckers ain't gonna measure up to that. That's why they're scared of unicorns waking up. That's why they're scared of us, bro. It's when we start realizing what the fuck's going on in here, motherfuckers start acting like some straight bitches. Like you'll see gang stalkers coming out. Don't listen to Grim. Don't listen. He's crazy. He's delusional. My Facebook's surrounded by nothing but shields. Oh, don't listen to him. Yada, yada, yada. A bunch of fucking bullshit. They want you to keep your head in your ass. But I'm going to show you how to pull it out. And this shit is not for pussies, all right? This shit is painstaking. You feel me? Like you're going to have fucking poison pouring out of your face, prying your eyes open to get to this son that seems quite chummy and nice, but he's like fucking badass, guys. He's like a fucking badass. You understand? This shit is not for pussy ass people, bro. If you're a pussy and you just want to sun gaze for 30 minutes and just some regular shit, and you don't realize that you need to pry your eyes open to get out of this matrix, this prison on your flesh, then you might want to just pack it up and just say, fuck it, I'm going to the dark side of the moon. Whatever, you know, all that hype about the dark side of the moon and this 5G that's coming up. You might as well just say, fuck it, I'm just going to be a victim. You know what I mean? And just be a little bitch about it. But if you want that spirit, bro, like you're going to have to fucking really let this motherfucker rip into your ass. I did this shit for 45 minutes yesterday and I saw this shit, bro. And when I went walking into a convenience store after that, I almost passed out because that shit is nothing but a poison, bro. They are spraying some shit that you can't even smell or taste. But when you go in there, it is the most horrendous shit. Now, I can't even go into a store now anymore because there's nothing but poisons in these stores. These stores here, no offense or anything to any of these brands, but these stores are enforcing complacency and sleepwalkingness of people. The AC units are not what you think. It's some kind of like metaphysical concoction where they're taking stuff that seems simple and turning it into like a gas that just keeps you asleep, bro. It's really fucking toxic and it's really bad. And now that I'm on a different vibration, it's really fucking some nasty shit. So it is what it is. Stay tuned for part 2 of The Spirit Destiny. Stay awake.